warms up with Elijah out on the court.
This is tournament style tonight, double elimination table tennis tournament. It is a lovely night inside.
Lovely inside, a little sprinkly outside, but we don't have to worry about that. And this will be a best of 5 to get us started. And it looks like they're about ready.
So it's double elimination. So the loser will end up in a loser's bracket that will then have an opportunity to go back and play for the championship round. And let's see, I'm not even seeing the loser's bracket on there, but I believe that it should be, it was. Oh yes, it is. It's just not showing up on the screen at the moment. But anyway, so it's best of 5 rounds, and then championship match will be a best of 7. And it's going to start with Isaiah and Elijah.
All right, Isaiah gets a serve to begin with, and he will take the left side of the table. And we are ready to go. And the opening serve, and we're off.
Nice.
Some really good returns out this side, but Isaiah fumbles it.
And, okay.
Isaiah gets the first point. 2-0, Elijah with the lead. But that one hits the net, so he'll concede his first point.
Great return there from
Great
Elijah.
attack from Isaiah, gets him the point there. Tied up at 2. Good serve. Elijah pops it up, but too far over the table. And Isaiah gets his third point. Good backspin serve there. Tries to come down with the top spin, but unable to. They're tied up again, 3-3. Ooh, some great returns from both sides. Elijah's playing it really well. Isaiah continues to attack, and eventually Elijah finds the net. 3-4 game. And Isaiah quickly with his 5th point, up by 2.
He'll have the serve here. He's looking pretty sharp to start this first round. Landing it nicely.
Yep, and Isaiah gets the point, right? Nope, Isaiah does not get the point.
He overshoots the table. Elijah's going to get that point.
5-4. Isaiah trying to attack, but messes that one up, and suddenly we're tied again, 5-5. A bouncing serve from Elijah, but it's worked out well for him, and Isaiah can't get the spike to land. 6-5, Elijah with the lead. And this time over, Elijah with a 2-point advantage now. Serve back to Isaiah. 5-7. Good backspin there from Isaiah. Draws him in close and attacks deep, and that's what it takes to get the point. 6-7.
Just in the corner.
Tries to find the edge, but misses. Elijah with the lead, 8-6. Good backspin there, but no trouble for Isaiah. Tries to attack, but Elijah gets the point.
Backspin had him put it right into the net. It was a good serve from Elijah.
Now with a 3-point lead. But Isaiah gets that one to roll over and gets the point, 7-9. Good backspin there from Isaiah. Back and forth they go. Eventually, Elijah a little too short on that one. Now just a 1-point advantage. That one clipped the net. Great attack from Isaiah. Elijah cannot find a way to get his paddle on it, and so we're 9-9. Tries the backspin serve, but bounces twice on his side and hits the net. 9-10. And that time into the net, so Isaiah takes game 1, 11-9. A tough battle, but Isaiah pulls through. Elijah will take the opening serve of game 2 as he concedes the first game, 0-0. Great backspin from Elijah, but too far to the left. Isaiah takes the first point. Pretty simple serve, but Isaiah somehow messes that one up, tied up, one apiece. Taking his time. A great serve, but Elijah gets a great return. And now up by 1. Isaiah 1-2. Great attack from Isaiah. Elijah almost returned that, but Isaiah breathing a sigh of relief as it sails over, 2-2. Good backspin again, getting Elijah to move around, but messes up the placement on that one. Elijah with the lead.
Tight games to begin this series. Both have looked pretty sharp, but Isaiah's got the early advantage with one game, but wow, it's
Now
pretty
he'll
tight.
take the advantage in game 2. So 4-3 lead. Has his second serve upcoming. With some side spin on it to get this rally going, but quickly finds the chicken wire tied up at 4. Another bouncing serve from Elijah. Playing it slow and shoots it left of the table, so Isaiah gets a point. Bounces a little too high on there, sails over the table.
Always a frustrating way to lose a point.
Misses the table again, 7-4. Isaiah with a 3-point advantage.
Ooh.
Tries to get it to roll over the net, but too much power on it.
Hit it over, hit the net, and rolled over first time, but second time, not so much. Look
Now
at
they're
that.
back and forth, and he clips
Look
the
at that.
edge of the table, takes a 3-point lead. Elijah with serve number 2.
And look at that, just perfectly hit off the
Perfectly
outside of the table.
placed. Great spin. That one not so perfect. Misses the table by about a foot. 8-6. Isaiah with a 2-point advantage. Good serve there, backs him up, but can't finish it. Elijah gets the point. 8-7. Pretty simple serve this time. Now a chance to spike it, but instead he tries the back spin. Unfortunately, doesn't even get it over the net, so he loses the point, tied up at 8.
You think that was pretty far away.
You got that point?
Sorry, trying to get some audio difficulties fixed.
9-8. Good top spin there from Isaiah. Now he slams it down.
Oh,
Elijah
wow.
almost returns it, but instead we're
Take
tied.
a look at that one.
I just came down my kneecap.
Oh, we had replay going.
Go ahead. Elijah, yep, missed that one, but
Elijah gets the
10-9.
point during replay, so 9-10. Isaiah with the serve. Tries the banana flick. Unable to get to land, so Elijah takes game 2, will even up the series. And Isaiah will get the serve of game 3, so a good performance there and good turnaround for Elijah.
So we'll definitely be seeing a game 4 in this series. So the first one will at least go to 4.
Quickly going quick. And he gets Elijah to reach for that one and doesn't find his paddle, so Isaiah quickly with a lead here in game 3.
Elijah extremely vocal on his disappointments over
Only
there.
silent disappointment there as he shoots it right at the table. Isaiah with a 2-point lead. Slams it down again and again and again and gets the point, up by 3. He's using that top spin a lot, tries to come over the top with the spike. No good though. Elijah gets his first point of the game. Corner to corner to serve, tries to shoot it over, no good. Elijah trying to shrink in this lead. Isaiah gets that one to land though. 2-4, Elijah with the serve. Good backspin on that serve. Tries it again. That time, no good. 3-point lead for Isaiah. Tries to do a little rainbow there. No good. Rainbow extended a little too much. 5-3. And that one into the net, so 5-4. Elijah played that well. Manages to tie the game at 5. Good back and forth here. Elijah a little short, though, on his return. Isaiah gets the lead. Isaiah over the table that time, tied up at 6. Back and forth. Good top spin from Isaiah to get the point. 7-6 game. Here's Isaiah's second serve. Shoots it down with his right hand, but a great return from Elijah. He's still alive. But finally, the speed catches up to him. Isaiah gets the point.
Just pops it over. Elijah makes a great return. Isaiah sends it right back, and Elijah can't quite come up with that one.
Now we're 6-8. Elijah got to get things under control here late in game 3. But that's a point for Isaiah, a 3-point advantage in game 3. Here's Elijah's serve. Isaiah playing really fast, trying to attack quickly. Elijah somehow contending. Again, finally Isaiah puts the nail in the coffin with the spike and comes away with that point.
1 point away from taking game 3 and making it a 2-1 match lead.
And there it goes.
That'll do it right there.
Not much of a final rally for game 3. Isaiah now 2-1 in the series.
Take a quick 30-second timeout between games that are let them take a breath and get ready as we go to game 4. So this is the first bracket of the night, and it is game 4, Isaiah and Elijah. Isaiah with a 2-1 lead. It's do or die for Elijah, and he's making the most of it. Look at this, he's staying alive. Not sure what that was. A lot of effort, didn't quite land. We're going to take a look at it, though, because that was...
Battling a mid-rally injury, apparently.
It was an excellent rally. Look at he just about landed. He had the position right, but
When I did off that, it would have never landed, but
he gave it a valiant effort.
Well, Isaiah takes the early lead, ties it up there, though, and takes the serve, 1-1. And now 2-1. Isaiah with good forehand gets him point number 3 and a 2-point advantage. Great backspin there from Elijah, but Isaiah, of course, plays it well. Enough where Elijah shoots it over, so 3-point advantage now. Isaiah tries to place it on the edge again, but no good.
Yeah, Elijah's hanging well with those quick returns from Isaiah.
That time he couldn't keep up, though. Isaiah gets his 5th point off the slam. Tries to come down with the top spin, but can't find the table, so 3-5 is the score. That time gets it to land. Elijah almost returns it, scared him for a second, but ultimately the point goes to Isaiah. 3-6. Elijah finds himself down by 3, now down by 4.
And it's a tough time to be down by 4 when you are in the fourth game here. There we go, 30-second timeout.
And take a breather, down 4 in what could be his final game for this first match. Isaiah looking pretty confident now, 4-point lead. Just needs to finish here in game 4. Elijah looking a little flustered over there. Isaiah looking contemplative. And now gets ready for his serve, 7-3. Good over the top to the corner, and he gets point number 8, 5-point advantage. Make that a 6-point advantage, 3-9. Elijah in desperate times here.
Kind of falling apart for him here in the potentially his last match or last game of the winner's circle. Of course, we'll get a round 2, but it's game point now, match point.
Yep, match point. He gets the point there. Serve goes to Isaiah, though, up 6. Ooh, gets a draw off the net. Somehow Elijah returns that. And Isaiah cannot keep up with his attack, so it's 10-5. Elijah staying alive for now. Gets that one to land on the edge. Somehow returns it off the net. But finally it goes a little to the right. Isaiah gets the point and the victory.
That's going to do it for the very first match. And, well, great effort by Elijah. He definitely hung tough in there. So we'll get geared up for the next match. Troy and myself will be going for it, and we'll do our best of 5 and then go from there.
Make sure it's a 5. I'll go grab your paddle. Or how you do that? You got them all?
Who's playing? Josiah. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. Is that yours? Okay. All right, Isaiah, where you be? Hello. All right. I am. Geez, that was a good game.
I'm sweaty.
I am soaked in sweat on my head.
Let me set this down. Let's score this game.
So Isaiah has left me by myself to do everything. Never mind, he is back. That was a good game, Isaiah.
Yeah, privileges.
But what is your projection for this game?
All right. Let's find out who's going to serve here in this match between Seth and Troy. As Seth plays his mind games to deceive which hand the ball is in.
He
It does not
wins.
work.
Troy takes the serve.
That was the plan.
Alrighty. Let the games begin.
Oh, just barely missed by Seth there. It's going to be the first point of the match for Troy. Top spin serve. Popped up right off the edge. It's going to send it too far. Tie things up at 1. Nice bottom spin serve by Seth. Just off the net there. It's going to give Seth the advantage.
So Isaiah, what is your projection for this game?
It's too early to tell, I think.
Or for the match? Who do you think's gonna win?
Well, right now it's looking like Seth is. The attempted top spin doesn't work out for Troy, putting Seth with a 4-point lead and the serve. Bottom spin serve then. Very subtle.
Kind of
Oh.
interesting to see Troy playing back, which he never does normally.
Troy was using the bottom spin to his advantage there for a while, just eventually got up to him. Now with a 6-point lead. Make that a 5-point lead.
That was an interesting. I don't know what he was doing with the paddle there, Troy. That was kind of weird.
Side spin serve. Gonna cause Troy to float that one just right over the room. Now 9-2, Seth with the serve.
All right, so that's game point. And Troy is way behind. It'd be a miracle if he could come back. And Troy takes that point.
Yep, a much needed point for Troy with the slam there.
He also needs like 6 more. Or, yeah.
Well,
I did not go to school.
we've seen this happen before. But that's gonna be the end of game 1.
Well, I thought this was going to be a nice miracle on Gray's Lane, but Troy decided to just flub the dub there. His dad, no win.
He might just be getting warmed up, you know. Takes a game or two.
We don't really have a game or two here. Troy doesn't, I mean.
The first point is gonna go to Seth once again. Very interesting rally there as we see Seth putting on all the backspin. Troy trying to force that top spin back over. It's going to work out that time as he's quickly able to get the smash.
We have some table talk here.
Now tied up at 2, and Seth with the serve. Let's see what he's going to do. An attempted smash by Troy, probably not realizing what spin is on the ball. He's going to send that one right into his own side of the table and into the net.
Let's see, Dad. See, I don't think no one ever changes their serves around here.
About an inch and a half off the table is going to give Seth the 2-point lead. Playing off the edges here. Pretty intense, slower, but good rally. If you want to win a game, that's one way to do it quickly. Troy really wanted that to convert that energy into topspin. It's just going to not work out there. It's going to send it off over and to the right. Seth now serving. A great serve. Oh, and what an amazing return by
Let's do a
Troy.
replay. Was that
Right
on the
off the
side?
edge. He didn't?
Let's see. I would like to take I could take a look at that, but I think the replay. Yeah, it looks like it may have hit that black part. But it was the side, so Troy did not get that point.
All right. Well, a little controversy there. I do believe Troy got that, but we are going to let the players decide. Whose was that? That's going to be
Our score seems to be
all right. We got a 4-point lead for Seth.
failing.
Now game point. Double down. Troy with the serve. That's going to work out for him on that top spin. You see him take his time figuring out what exactly he wants to do. And that's going to conclude game 2. Seth now up 2 games.
You know what's kind of
To
interesting
0.
though? Dad was kind of saying how he couldn't win against anyone, but now he seems to be. Now he seems to be taking this.
It says next game.
It looks like the one that was talking and saying that he would never win and was not good enough anymore
Well,
seems to be the one taking it.
he's definitely been on fire today. We've seen quite a few matches earlier today
Yeah.
that he won. Whatever notes he's taking is working.
Zach.
It's showing tonight.
We're
We're going to start off game 3. Whoop. Some gentle love taps back and forth there. Seth finally going to send that one into the chicken wire.
He's extremely good at it.
Right. It's going to tie things up and give Troy that serve back.
Troy loves to not look at his serves at all. He just kind of looks to the side as he serves.
Yeah,
And
in
you can see that
an
here.
earlier interview, maybe off the camera, I believe, he mentioned.
I don't know how it helps.
Trying to gain muscle memory.
Muscle memory is it? That's interesting.
Seth's going to go back into that lead there. As Troy popped that one right over the table.
But if someone returns his serve fast enough, he won't be looking at it. Won't be able to do anything about it.
Another failed attempt with a serve for Troy there. It's going to now put him in a 3-point disadvantage.
Let's take a look at that one.
That smash there is going to clip the very
Replay.
end of the table. It's going to give Troy a much needed point.
Replay. My goodness. Starting to have to clap my hands to get them to look.
Good land.
Dive back in here. Great backspin by Seth, but Troy's going to get it back over. Just doing everything he can to not allow those backspins to send that ball into the net. What a long and amazing rally. Finally going to end that one out with Troy a point. Now only putting him 2 behind.
I was a little late on that replay, but we got some of it in there.
That top spin is paying off. Right off the net there, it's going to get a few bounces on Seth's side. Now only putting Troy 1 point behind.
Troy's coming back. Not ready to lose it quite yet.
Pretty major backspin by Seth there is going to catch up to Troy, putting him back into that 2-point disadvantage. And then Seth shooting over the table, putting it back in a 1-point lead. Some pretty harsh backspin by Seth there, but Troy seems to take note of it pretty well. However, in the end of that rally, not going to work out amazingly as Seth takes the 2-point lead again.
Does that count?
Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, you may throw the ball up in the air, but as long as you do not swing your paddle, you are good.
My goodness.
That is going to become a match point for
Troy seems to
Seth.
be getting a little angry over there.
That was a very intense rally.
Yeah, Troy kind of.
But this may possibly be the last rally between these two. Troy is saying no tonight. He is going to do everything he can to come back. And it's working.
Oh, man.
Now only down by 1, but it's still match point, and Seth with the serve. And that is going to conclude this match. 3 games in a row.
Dad reading the play, seeing that
Actually, I guess it's me. Whoever lost
stuff. And who's playing this game?
I'm about to find out. Glasses. My glasses. Because for some reason it's not showing the losers bracket. I don't know why. It is on here, but it's not on there.
For some reason, it's not showing the losers bracket on the screen for y'all. Change things up and get a. I'm gonna get. I can get an interview from the people. Are you happy?
Yep.
He's happy. That's it, folks. He gets to play me next. Interesting. I have the advantage on that because I get to use my paddle and he can't. So
Elijah versus Troy.
the immaculate Uncle Eve and Troy. Well,
Okay, so why the losers bracket is not showing up on this, I do not know. But it is Elijah versus Troy to then move on to their next round. So I have to see if we can figure this out. But anyway, this should be a good match. Troy and Elijah always seem to match up really well. And the loser of this one will be their second loss, and so they will be out of this little mini tournament. The winner will move on and play the loser of the game between Isaiah and myself. So
I think we're going to have us a very interesting match here, as both of these players have just recently started the top spin, forehand and backhand, mostly forehand, as you'll probably see the most. However, they've been dabbling in the more of attacking style rather than the defensive style.
yeah, I was noticing that playing both of them recently, that it is an attack-based style of play, certainly offensive for both of them. So we'll see who's going to play defense, who's going to play offense, or if they both just play offense and try to adjust. So
Right.
should be a good match.
The game will show.
The game will show.
That is going to be a
That's point
first
number
point
one.
for Elijah.
Huh?
No, because the timer storm.
Oh yeah, let's kill that,
right.
and that's
We
understandable.
thought that was a serve for Elijah there. Troy just standing in the bliss.
So they're watching it, watch it sail by. So, all right, here we go. It will start the match. Game 3.
First point is going to go to Troy. So he returns that top spin as Elijah puts it back into the net. Bottom spin serve, though, second time. Ooh, swing and a miss. It's going to tie things up at 1.
All right, Troy will take the serve.
You can definitely see here as Elijah is slowly making his way back into some of his older defensive style, but still trying to integrate that top spin attacking.
Yeah, it's interesting because you could see that that Troy was kind of dictating where the ball was going to go, but even though Elijah was in defense mode, he also was setting it up himself. You know, he was moving around. You could tell he was placing the ball in intentional places. Ooh, that's not where he intended to place that one.
Right. Well, almost a great save there by Elijah, but he's going to send it way too far over the table. And that's going to give Troy a 4-point lead, now 5-1. Elijah moving back into that backspin defensive style. Troy kept popping it up, eventually just sending it over the table.
Troy maybe trying
There's
to
some of
take
that
out
attacking
some
that we were talking
frustration.
about.
Yep, no, that's exactly right. And Elijah's been doing really well with that.
Slowly making his comeback, now only 1 behind Troy. Elijah with the serve.
What a great save. Excellent attempt. That was a great save once.
We're going to
couldn't
get a
quite do it
replay here.
twice. Look at that. Excellent save. He even got close on a second one.
This is why the anticipation is much needed. The footwork, it's all part of the game. Troy with the smash. Elijah's going to send that one right back into his side of the table. Troy now doubled up, 4-8. Whose was that?
That was Point would be 5. Serving 8.
Real subtle bottom spin serve there. It's going to work out. Give
Now-
Elijah only a 2-point disadvantage.
Yeah, only down by 2 after struggling early on.
Now becoming game point for Troy here. Elijah with the serve. That is going to conclude game 1.
Troy's going to take that, and it probably feels good. He had 3 consecutive losses and then had to stay on the floor and continue playing. So probably feels pretty nice to take that early game.
What amazes me about these two is how much they crowd the table.
They do. It cost Troy on the final point of that
Troy
last
tries-
match with me.
Troy tries to make the placement off to the other side. That's going to give the first point of this game to Elijah.
Excellent return there.
That under the table pop-up backspin by Elijah is going to work out as Troy sends that one into the net. Definitely seeing some of Elijah's bottom spin defense. I mean, it's really showing right now, but if this is what's working for him, then
Oh. That's got to be a frustrating way to give up the first point.
right. Nice smash by Elijah right there.
Oh, ouch.
We're going to get a replay here.
Nice smash by Troy. Just
Very
easy. Elijah
just
sends it back.
go with the
and then
flow.
smack.
Just Elijah with a few fake outs there. May have messed with his brain a little bit. He's just going to send it off to the side, giving Troy a 2-point disadvantage. Great smashes by both. It's going to work out for Elijah in the end, giving him the 3-point lead. Top spin, quick, low serve by Troy there. Amazing rally. Elijah just couldn't get it back over the net.
Only down by 2 now. 6-4. Elijah serving.
Popped up in the air by Elijah. Going to give Troy the nice advantage of being able to put the smack down, but just smacked it down a little too early.
Look at that return by Elijah. So unorthodox, but he always puts it over the table.
And once again, doubled down. Elijah has the lead, 8-4. Just barely shooting over. Gonna give Troy a point. Elijah with the serve here, 2-point advantage.
Doesn't get to land that time.
Elijah bringing out some of that offense there. The top spin. It's going to cause Troy to send that one over. However, then turn around and do the same thing.
Elijah's got a chance to close this game out, but he's letting Troy stay in it. And Troy could turn around and take 2 games in a row here if Elijah doesn't close it.
Now tied up at 9. Elijah's going to have the serve. Troy steadily made the comeback. that is going to conclude
like that, he gave
game
it up.
2. It's not over yet.
Maybe 30 seconds here between.
We're going to move
between
into
games.
game 3. Elijah still has a chance. However, this could be the final game of this match.
Yeah, he had a chance there to even this series up at 1 apiece. He was well in the lead. Seemed to have had the match or that particular game under control. But let Troy stick around, and Troy's now got 2 games back to back.
That first point's going to go to Elijah as Troy sends that one over the table. And then turn around and give it back to Troy as a failed attempt at a serve. Ooh, and another failed attempt at a serve for Troy. Great save
That was
by
excellent.
Elijah.
Troy going with the slow play for the serve.
I mean,
Elijah
he
was
was
all over it.
Absolutely still leaned over the table. Right here.
Yeah, he didn't even have a chance to get in position, but he lands it and makes Troy overshoot it. And now he's got the serve in a 3-1 lead.
Well, I was about to say that this is what Elijah needs, but then he sends it into the net. Now, still with the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Now tying things up at 3. Troy's going to have the serve.
A little bit of frustration there from Elijah. Not surprising, but he needs to just focus. He'll get this game under control. He's still in this and ahead at the moment.
Nice top spin, forehand smash by Troy. He's going to send it off too far for Elijah to reach. Elijah realizes it and just doesn't even go for it.
Tries it again, sends it into the net this time, and so Elijah's got a 2-point advantage. See if he can hold it. 3 points now.
A great save by Elijah. Quickly coming back from Troy. He's going to give Troy that point. And then he shoots it over the table, allowing Elijah to keep that steady 3-point lead.
Not quite hard enough to push that over the net. Just a little soft. Oh, what a great rally.
He heard this commentating. It says, not enough to push through the net. It gives it that topspin attack. And it just goes right where he needs it to go, to the other side.
Not only is it nice if you can push it over the net like that, it's very hard to return.
Elijah only 2 points from winning his first game in this match. Still a 2-point lead for him, but he does not get that point. Great.
Absolutely.
I'm honestly
fantastic.
speechless right now.
Probably
the save.
wouldn't be a bad time to take his time out either. You were saying, sorry?
Oh, no, just the save. I mean, I'm still speechless. The save was there. Troy wide open to put it wherever he needs. Honestly, could have put it probably anywhere. And maybe overthought it. I'm not sure.
No, but he's got a chance now to close it out with just one more point here. But he had that last time too. He just got to close this game out, or he's going home after this one.
And that's going to conclude Game 3. Elijah gets his first win. Still down by 1 game.
There's no grip anymore.
That's because you keep touching it. Elijah's upset about his paddle not being sticky enough.
Well, we are going to head to game 4. Troy is up 2-1. So, again, if he wins this next game in the best of 5, he's going to move on. If Elijah wins this game, they will go to a game 5. So, here we go. Troy's going to start off with the serve. And not a great one. Look at that. I'll tell you, that's Elijah at his finest right there. They're both just kind of placing it where they want. Troy's ready, but Elijah knows he's got him on the other side of the table. Troy can't quite get there. So 2-0.
Elijah there with his famous backspin. It's going to throw Troy off. Now Troy with his
throws
first
himself
point.
into the wall.
A great low return by Troy. Going to give him that second point, but still 1 behind. Now tying things up. Great smash by Troy. Serve is going to Elijah, which he is going to screw up and give Troy the lead. Elijah really needs this game to make this match come back for him. A little frustration dance there from Elijah. See, slowly takes the disadvantage.
Troy sent him over quickly. Elijah's, been good at making contact and sending them back, but struggling a little bit there.
Very possible that Troy was saving all of these extra hard smashes for this game. And if that is the case, it is working.
Yeah,
It's
Elijah's
going quick.
really struggling to make contact when Troy's.
That one's going to go under the net, giving Elijah his 4th point, but still doubled down 8-4.
Troy feeling that confidence, but he overshot a couple of them here back to back. So.
Took the words right from my mouth.
Ooh.
Elijah, 1 point at a time, bringing it back.
Yeah, Troy keeps doing that. He's going to let Elijah come right back in this. Troy now just 2 points away from getting out of this this second defeat potential and moving ahead. Oh wow, look at that. That was great. We're going to take a
Pretty
look
sweet
at this.
rally there. We're going to get a replay.
Elijah was ready for it that time. But the second one into the net, and now he is a point away
It's a
from
match
being
point.
out.
And
that's
that is going to
do
conclude this match. Troy takes it 3-1. And I think this means that I get to get off the microphone, which I am horrible at, and go play, which I seem to be a little better at.
Yeah, you're not bad at all. We're glad to have you. We need you up here in the booth. Troy is going to move on. It's going to be Isaiah and myself taking the winners final, and the winner of this will go to the championship. The next match will be Troy versus whomever the loser of this particular round is. The winner of that will meet Isaiah in the final championship round. So I'm going to hop off of this, head to the table, and we'll be ready shortly.
Oh, my muscles are so hurty. Tonight is not my night. I will say that.
Yep, you've officially been knocked out.
I haven't been playing at my fullest tonight, so I can't. I had to dance my injuries out.
Well, our competitors are warming up for round 2 of the tournament. The loser will face me. The winner will go to the championship game. So whoever loses this is not necessarily out. And neither of these opponents have lost yet. They are both undefeated, but one of them will get their first loss right here. What are your predictions, Elijah?
I have no idea.
Well, I think since it's a best of 5, I think Isaiah takes it. I think the more games, better chance Isaiah takes it.
My hands are soaked. So,
And we are about to get started. And the opening serve is a good one. Pops it up. Pops it up again, but this one over the table. And a point for Dad. Quick attack there from Isaiah. Catches him off guard and gets the point. Tied up at 1. Pretty solid serve. Better attack, and he gets the point. 2-1. Isaiah with the lead. A great serve there. That gets him the point, and now a 2-point advantage for Isaiah. Serve goes to Dad. Underneath the table. Back spin. Isaiah plays it perfectly, though, and gets the point. A 3-point lead. One to 4. Second serve coming up for Dad. That one I thought may have gone off the net, but none of them called it. So 5-1 for Isaiah. That one way over the table. 5-2. A really nice low serve. Now plays the side spin. Tries to come over top, but no good. 3-5 now. Good over the top serve, but a great top spin attack. Gets the point. It's an attack he's used a lot tonight. He's kind of thrived off of. From underneath the table, great placement from Isaiah. But now they're back and forth. Tries to get a favorable roll in the net, but no good. Lead shrinks to 2. 6-4. Good backspin there from Dad to keep it on the table again. A great return. Tries to clip the edge, mere inches away, but no good. 7-4. And here's the serve. That one hit the net. Hit the net.
replay. Make sure. Dang it, why is it replaying that? Oh, wait, actually.
Yep, hit the net. 7-4, 3-point lead. Here is the serve. Good backspin there. Gets him to overshoot, and now a 4-point lead here in game one. But that one no good, 5-8. Tries to place it with the top spin, but too far to the left. 9-5, now 2 points away from winning this game one. And now 1 point away with a great set of attacks. 5-point lead, game point. Great serve. Tries the backhand, no good. 6-10. Tries the top spin, no good. 7-10, trying to stay in this thing. Good backspin there. Great top spin for the attack. Perfectly placed from Dad. And eventually gets the point. Only 2 down now. Ooh, tries to roll it off the net, but a favorable roll for Dad. Now only down by 1. Trying to keep control of this game, and he does.
You not seen that?
No?
I wasn't. I thought it was, but I'll replay it, bro. We're good.
I was replaying.
Yes.
All right, so game one, off a controversial point, will go to Isaiah. He settles in for game 2. Wipes away the leaves on the ground, doesn't want to slip. Certainly not. He looks confident, he looks focused, he looks like he is ready to try and take game 2. We have had 0 commentary from Elijah. 0.
Me no want to commentate.
All we can hear from Elijah is his breathing.
Nope, because I'm not wearing a microphone. Oh, I thought I muted it. Hold on. Does that mute it? Nope.
Game
I
2
guess it is
about
not
to
me.
get started. Nice low serve. Good backspin to the corner, and that's enough to get him the point. 1-0. Throws it up. Makes the serve, gets the point. Trifecta. Tries to place it on the corner, but too far to the right. 0-3. That one rolls out the net. Luckily hits the other side, so we'll get a redo. Tries to bring it top spin, now back spin to place it on the table, and that gets him the point. 1-3 now. Isaiah with a 2-point advantage and the serve. Good top spin. Quick point there for him. 4-1. Nice low serve. Gets another point now. A 4-point advantage here in game 2. Good side spin there. Tries to come over top, but into the net. 2-5. Good return from Dad. Underneath the table for Isaiah. And that gets him the point. I think he puts some backspin on it there. 6-2. Throws it up, puts it down. Corner to corner until eventually Isaiah overshoots. Good attacks there from Dad. 6-3 now. Ooh, beautiful placement. He somehow gets it to come back over the net. But it ends up working in Dad's favor, 4-6. Playing one side of the table so far. Now he brings it over to the left and gets the point, Isaiah. 4-7, 3-point advantage Ooh, great placement on the serve. Isaiah plays it well. That one off the roof. Definitely would have landed if there was no ceiling there. But there was. So a 4-point advantage for Isaiah. 8-4. Great serve to get us started here for this next rally. And he gets the point as Dad overshoots. 5-point lead. 2 points away from taking game 2 home. That top serve now underneath the table, scoots it over and gets the point. Game point now with a 6-point advantage. And Dad needs to start putting together a comeback here. 4-10. Backspin to place it on the table. Isaiah does the same and enough to get the point and game 2. He is putting a great performance together, has a 30-second timeout until game 3, where we will see if Dad can force a game 4. I think just on all sides of the court that last game, Isaiah played really well, exposed some disadvantages, and played to his advantages. There's going to have to be some major adjustment from Dad's side if he's going to want to come back. He's going to have to win 3 straight, something that is not easy to do, especially when you're really struggling.
Yeah.
All right, game 3. Let's see if he can get it under control here. Great backspin there. Isaiah can do a lot with that, and then he chooses backspin. Great return from Dad. That time he about an inch off from it with the paddle, so he makes no contact. 0-1. Good side spin. Isaiah might have hit his finger there as it finds the net. 1-1. Has the serve. Good backspin to start us off, and he gets the point. Goes backspin again. See if it works twice, and it does. Same serve, same result. Don't say that. 1-3. Tries to push it over. Can't get enough on it. 2-3. Ooh, tries the backspin. Almost placed perfectly, but just slightly off, and so Isaiah gets the point. Here's the 4-2 serve. Popped up over the table. 5-2, 3-point advantage. Isaiah rushing in to play Dad's attacks. Ooh, an attack of his own hits Dad's side twice after rolling off the net, and a 4-point lead for Isaiah in what could be the final game of the series. 2-6. And bounces right side off the table. 5-point lead. 2-7. Good side spin to start us off here. Corner to corner they go. Now Isaiah from underneath his waist. Now underneath the table. Not enough to bring it up though. So a much needed point there for Dad. 7-3. Isaiah with the serve.
Didn't do anything like the side, just on the
We'll get a redo on that. It looked funky all the way around. Sounded funky.
The sound of something weird.
He gets a redo. This time chooses the backspin. Now from underneath the table. Dad pops it up. Isaiah chooses to play the backspin and draw him close, and it works. 8-3 has the lead by 5 points. So Dad in danger of giving away game 3 and thus the series. Good backspin placement there from Isaiah. Now brings it up from underneath the table. Now shoots down from over the table. Gets the point. Dad gets the point. 4-8 after Isaiah shoots it over. Great placement there for Isaiah. Again, keeping it low, keeping it quick, and that one brings Dad forward and into the net. Yours. 4-9. Draws him close. Dad has good placement. Isaiah cannot get it to land.
The one I always keep shooting over it somehow land this time.
9-5. Isaiah trying to put this one away and make it a quick series. Good backspin there from Isaiah. Draws the point. 10-5. Match point. If he can get this to go his way, he will win it all. Some good returns there from Isaiah. Dad pops it up. He tries to come over with the top spin. No good though. 6-10. Dad gets the point, and now the serve. Has a 4-point disadvantage, but he can manage it as long as he plays consistent. But that one hits the net. Isaiah takes game 3, game 2, game 1, and the whole thing goes to Isaiah. I think it's me and you now.
All right, you and me. All right. Oh.
Did y'all already play?
Nope. Just me and we might have played earlier. Yeah. But I lost, he lost. Now we're both in the league right now.
Isaiah wins.
So it's you
Yep,
and
it's me
Troy,
and Troy.
and then whoever wins that.
Yeah, y'all were the first game.
is the championship.
Yeah, now we play again since we both lost.
It's not really
Yep,
showing.
we are now in the
I
loser
lost,
round.
I beat Elijah, he lost, now we play
Yep, and then the winner of this will play you.
for the championship.
All right, folks. I'm gonna get set up here. I'm gonna let Elijah take over some microphone as I get this set up.
Well, I didn't commentate at all last game. Not feeling
Well,
up
you're
to
gonna help this time.
it. Okay, looks like I'm being forced to help. Wasn't feeling up to it. I'm not feeling anything right now. I just not a feeling. Not feeling at all. I don't think I've won a match in a long time. Well, I am a loser.
Want to see who's serving?
Is the game starting?
I actually saw that, but I didn't see it until I picked. But he had it here. It was like this. I picked the arm before I saw it.
All right. Troy gives up the serve there, allowing his opponent to see which hand the ball was in. There we go with the first serve. First point is going to go to Troy. The second point will go to Seth. Oh, what an intense rally. Quite a few back and forths there. Eventually going to give the points. Troy just out of reach for Seth.
That was a great replay, as it says.
Nice low top spin serve by Troy. And a great smash by Seth. It's going to tie things back up at 2. Seth sending things into the net. Put Troy back in the lead. Nice backspin pop by Seth. And after twice, it's going to work out, bringing it back to a tie at 3. failed serve attempt. Going to give Seth the lead. And once again, a failed serve attempt, putting Seth 2 points in the lead. Wow. The ball went straight into the center of the net and climbed its way up and over. Swing and a miss by Seth there. Troy now with a 2-point disadvantage and the serve. Just not quite getting it over the net. Troy's going to lose the point there. Give Seth the 3-point lead. Top spin, low serve as usual. That one's going to come off of the paddle, off the table, off the paddle, into Seth's face. And the point will go to Troy. What a bad day. Yeah, as the players make their comments, I will destroy their points. Just as like Seth started it there, or I'm sorry, Troy started that comment of me being slow. So overshot. Undershot. Game point. This could be the final rally of game 1. Five under. Troy gives it up for game 1.
I don't know what's happening right now, but my body doesn't feel active. It doesn't feel activated.
So here in game 2, Troy's going to start us off with the serve once the time is up for the rest between games. Seth taking mental notes over here. See if he can duplicate game 1. Let's see what Troy does to make things different. Troy with the first point. And the second. However, not the third. Seems to be you get a point based on serve. So 2 points for Troy there on his serves, 2 points for Seth there on his serves. Let's see if this trend keeps up. And it will not, as Troy loses a point there on a failed attempt serve twice in a row. This is not what he needs right now after losing game 1. A nice side spin serve by Seth. Troy's going to attempt to come back with the top spin. It's just too short. However, comes back with a nice smash. And we're going to check out a replay real quick. And that's exactly what he wanted. All right, down by 2, Troy with the serve. Down by 3. Not sure if Troy's legs are getting tired. I'm noticing a little bit of stiff posture, not slouching for the shots. And things are going downhill for him. He's now doubled down 4-8. What a great rally. Going to end up getting Troy out of that double down disadvantage. Now only 3 behind. Overshot is going to give Seth the game point. Once again, double down, 10-5. That's going to conclude game 2 as Troy sends that one into the net. We're going to take a quick safety break real quick as we've just noticed that Troy's shoelace is sticking out.
Troy doesn't know how to tie his shoes.
Gotta love the brotherly love. Elijah mentions that Troy doesn't know how to tie his shoe, and Troy is
Troy does not.
19 years old.
Troy does not know. He does not. He's defecating, he says.
All right. As we get started here in game 3, which could be the final game between these two tonight, Seth is going to start us off with the serve and the 2-game advantage.
Yep. Hey, bro, I do not feel alive right now.
Top spin serve by Seth.
Great
Troy was
first
ready for
rally.
it.
Man, we got to see a replay on that. That was just great rally, and the ball's going off. So
I think this is what Troy's been waiting for, is these top spin
that was wow. That
returns and serves from Seth.
That serve was just like he let go last second, so it wasn't legal, but we won't say anything about that. Troy tipping the ball.
Almost a great
Confused.
return by Seth, or by Troy. He's going to miss it there. Now overshooting and tying things up at 2.
This is how the last game started, and we all know how that
An
ended.
amazing serve by Seth. He's going to give that some side spin off to the side. Troy's going to shoot it off this other side of the table. Attempted smash by Troy. Going
Attempt
to
at
put
the smash.
Seth 2 points in the lead.
That serve was over the table, but I'm not gonna.
Now tied back up at 4. Highly calculated smash by Troy. It's going to give him the advantage.
Smash.
Great
Troy
placement.
Getting a workout over here.
Yep.
Moving back and
Great
forth.
placement. If you say someone's getting a workout in table tennis, it's absolutely because the other person is playing the placement game.
Exactly. That's definitely a
5-5.
dad thing to do too. So
When you're playing the placement game, you're sending people back and forth each side of the table. What you want to do is, put that ball out of reach. Seth now taking back the advantage.
I want to see a replay on that. That Troy was playing a little bit of placement there. He knew exactly what he was doing. Kind of looks like a reversed video there.
As you're going to see here in just a second, it's going to pop off the top of the net. You're going to get a couple of bounces as Seth attempts
Yep.
to get there in time, but he just doesn't quite make it. The
Troy-
backspin pop by Seth surprisingly allows
You gotta
Troy
get the
to
point.
smash. Oops, wrong person. Troy now with a 2-point lead and the serve.
3-point lead, I guess.
Topspin serve's going to do him well. Seth sent it over the table. That one's going to come off of his fingers. Give Seth the point. The 2-point advantage or 2-point disadvantage for Seth. And the serve. Now at game point for Troy, we could be seeing a game 4. And that is going to end game 3, giving Troy his first win in this match.
No idea what that was. That confused me.
That last rally there, you see Troy power through the net. It's just going to come right on over to Seth's side and give a couple hops, ending that game.
And Troy is not ready to give it up, is he? I'm not meaning to do that.
All right, as we gear up for game 4, Troy's going to start us off with a serve, top spin. Seth's going to keep trying to put them back down into that bottom spin. It's not going to work out as he sends that one into the net. It was just almost over.
That was a good rally. I want to take a look at that.
Yep, we're going to get a quick look at this. What you're going to see is Troy is getting really good at figuring out how to put that top spin back onto that bottom spin coming from Seth. And it's just a battle of the spin. I mean, top, bottom, top, bottom. Yet another smash by Troy. Seems that the fire has been lit. And the first point of the game for Seth. That one's going to bounce off the top of the net and shoot over the table, giving Seth his second point and a 1-point disadvantage.
Tell Troy's getting a little angry, so that could have started affecting him in the game. Apparently not.
Great serve by Seth.
Man, Troy is moving a lot.
Not quite ready for it to come back. Overshot, giving Troy the 4-point lead. Overshot by Troy there. And once again overshot. That one was just shy of the table. Nice bottom spin serve by Seth. It's going to come back and then bounce back over Troy's side of the table. Yet another smash.
Let's take a replay.
Maybe somewhat gentle smash there by Troy. It's going to give him 8-4. And the serve. We could be seeing a game 5.
Very possibly. Very likely.
I believe a bottom spin serve by Troy there. In the end, it's not going to work out for him.
Oh, man.
Add that one to the tally
I'm going to do another replay.
of the successful
That was
smashes
just
by Troy.
an amazing play. Replay. Replay, replay, replay. Well, never mind for the replay. Did that tip?
No.
I thought I
Now
heard
with a
it tip.
3-point disadvantage, Seth serves. That last point there, lost by Troy, looked like a fake out. Now game point and a 4-point advantage and the serve. This could be the final rally of the game. However, it is not, as Seth's going to take that point.
Wow, it's crazy. Troy's just coming back.
That's going to conclude game 4. We're going to take a quick break as we get ready to head into game 5, which will be the final game of this match.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something from inside too on that. Well, he's at it.
These two players are definitely feeling the heat.
This has been a long match. Now that I think
Well, I
about
believe this is the first game tonight that we've seen go into game 5.
it. Yeah, I think so. I think you are correct, Azur.
Troy's got a pretty big history of losing the first few games or a couple games and making his comeback.
Yeah, that's definitely.
First rally's going to get kicked off by Seth and eventually lead to Troy overshooting the table, giving Seth the first point of game 5. Now tied up at 1. Nice backspin. Pop by Seth. Troy's going to keep pushing it up and over. And over the table, that's what I meant to say. And now tied up at 2, Seth's going to take the serve. Nice side spin. Return. Oh, what a great rally.
Isaiah, with what we've seen so far, who do you think is going to win?
I think it's going to come down to being a super tight game, you know, especially being the 5th game, the tiebreaker. I'm just going to come up and pop over, putting Troy in that 2-point lead.
Troy's been on fire, and Dad seems to be slowing down a bit. So I think Troy just might have a chance of taking this game. If he keeps that up, he definitely will.
Even if Seth gets tired, he always plays the brain game, you know. He's going to try and put the ball where Troy can't get to it.
Yep.
And he's going to try and use his brain to outsmart him to get this win. That serve's just going to overshoot the other side of the table, giving that 2-point lead back to Troy.
Troy's been keeping a pretty good lead.
Seems to be a back and forth 3- and 2-point lead for Troy.
And Dad taking a time out. That's the first time out of the game that it's over.
Probably a smart choice, as you get 1 per game. We're a little over halfway through this game, and if you don't give your body a break, it's going to give one for you. And
Yep.
a lot of times that's going to mean taking the L.
Exactly. Preach. All right.
All right, Seth's going
Now
to
it's over.
kick us back off after this timeout. Serve. Troy going to attempt the backspin. Going to send that one into the net. Just barely over the table. Troy takes the 3-point lead. after being so speechless that whole rally, what a long one, Seth is finally going to come out on top on that one, putting him 2 behind Troy. And here he comes with the serve. Top spin. Cannot get a better serve than that. That one's going to come right off the edge,
It's also going to
putting him 1 behind, breaking that 2 or 3 point disadvantage that's been going on for the last many rallies.
Wow, beautiful replay. I mean, wait, serve, not replay. Sorry.
Now tied up at 9. Troy's going to overshoot that one and follow up with the serve. Top spin serve as usual. Seems like Troy was attempting to play a little bit of the placement game, and it did not work out as he sends it into the net.
Oh.
Looks
that's
like we're going to
tied
take
up.
this into overtime.
Overtime.
What an intense 5th game to decide who is going to go into the final match of the night. Troy's going to overshoot, giving the advantage to Seth.
Wow.
Troy's going to come back with the serve. This could be it.
Oh,
However,
man,
he's
Troy
going
hitting
to
his
get that
finger. Replay. Man, Troy hit his finger with it and still got it. You can see on this backhand here. Oh, man.
Barely
the kid
clearing over the net there.
Completely tricked Dad.
As Adam would say, deuce.
Bruh. And
Troy's
into the
going to take
net.
the advantage here in this overtime.
I already know Troy's heart is going to be beating a lot. And it might.
Troy with the advantage and the serve. Nice, quick, low top serve. Top spin serve. Seth keeping up. Troy's going to overshoot
I
it.
knew he was going
Create
to do that.
another deuce.
That's something that Troy does. He freaks out and sends him over.
You can hear the laughter, the excitement, the
It's
breathing.
just pain laughter, if I must say. Wow. Troy loves those smashes, but when he gets them, he gets them.
Yep, and that's going to put him a point ahead, possible match point, or it is match point. And that's going to conclude Game 5.
Wow.
Troy takes the win.
Troy takes
What
it.
an
That's
intense match there.
crazy.
I mean, you could not ask for a better 5th game. I mean,
Troy having to go get some air there.
Seth making the comeback, and then we go into the overtime, back and forth, advantage. Troy just barely managing to squeeze out the win. All right, I'm going to turn this over as I gear up to end this tournament once and for all.
Yeah. I thought you were going to go get some ice cream. I was going to.
Oh, after this. No.
Oh, okay. I was.
Next match, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
But I have to use the bathroom.
All right. Well, what an intense match that was. What a great best of 5. And now we go to the championship round, which is a best of 7. This is going to be Troy and Isaiah, 2 well-deserving candidates here that'll be playing in this championship round. We get them set up. It's going to be just a couple of minutes to get Championship match set up. But this should be good. What a great match that was. Took all 5 games to make a decision, and then went into extra innings there. So great set. After Troy lost all 3 to me to start this, and then the first 2, he had gone down 5 in a row, and makes a comeback to win the next 2, and then going into overtime to make the next one after that to go 3 in a row to get himself into this championship round with Isaiah. Isaiah has not lost any games. He is the only undefeated challenger. And as we are now set up, this is officially the championship round here. And you can see we'll bring this back up momentarily, and you will see in the final it is Isaiah versus Troy, undefeated versus once defeated. And this should be an excellent match. Troy completely changed styles after going down 2 more games against me, became extremely aggressive, and that worked to his great benefit. And let's see if he maintains that aggression here, or if he starts off kind of like he started last time and sees how Isaiah plays before taking that route. But certainly worked well for him to finish off the semifinal round. So here we go. We are in the first game of this best of 7. Isaiah and Troy. Troy has the serve. And we're off. It's going to start with a let and a redo. Keeping it low here to start. Popping it up a little bit. Isaiah's going to take the first point as Troy sends it over the net and the table. Great play on Isaiah, just clipping the edge of the table. We'll make it 2-0. And he'll serve. Oh, what a great attempt by Isaiah, but couldn't quite reach through and poke it back over. Good back and forth is going to have Troy tie it back up at 2 apiece. With the lead there, 3-2. And tie it back up. Kind of what I expect to see a lot throughout this match. It won't surprise me to see it go to Game 7. As both are feeling confident. Troy coming off of a big victory. Isaiah having swept his 3 games. 4-4. Well, Elijah, after having seen the last match with myself and Troy and having played against Isaiah, what are your thoughts watching this championship match?
Well, it's kind of surprising to see Troy come into this. I definitely thought you were going to take it, but then Troy, he took that match. He just kept on going and going.
Yeah, I mean, he was the good old Energizer Bunny, no doubt. And he came out. Did you notice the different style after he was down 2-0? And he came out with that extreme aggression?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Different play style definitely worked in his favor. He seems to be kind of playing with that same momentum coming into this. Good back and forth. He's up 4 points now on Isaiah, 9-5. Isaiah has the serve.
Yeah.
we're in for a good match. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that was
We'll have to
outstanding.
replay that one.
If it smashes the ceiling,
Yeah, no, back that out.
that was the original rule.
Back it up.
All right, there we go. Wait, are we not?
That's irreturnable.
Well, several of the slams are not returnable.
Did you give me one?
Huh? No.
Where's my point?
Oh, well, I thought he said redo, so. Okay.
That's how
Man,
you can't get to it.
So it just was. I guess it just doesn't count.
Yeah, I think that's not the
I have no
the
idea
greatest, but
what really happened.
well, it hit the ceiling and called foul. This is an excellent back and forth. Will put Isaiah down only one, having been down at 4 at one point. And now he's tied it up 9-9 in the first game in this best of 7 championship match. Game point.
Oh,
No longer game point.
Isaiah seems to enjoy that. I've seen him do that a ton.
I doubt he enjoys it. He's going to give him the advantage, though. 11-10. Point here will win it for him. That's going to do game 1. But that was an excellent beginning to this championship series here.
All right, we got 30 seconds.
We'll head to game 2. I'm excited to see how this turns out. Very evenly played, both up and down consistently, but both able to make comebacks until Isaiah finishes it off with the final 2 points to take game 1. So as we get into game 2 here and the flip sides of the table, you expect anybody to play any different, or you think they're going to just come out and play the same?
No, it used to have effects, but I don't know if the changing side of the table really has any effects anymore.
Well, not so much the change in the side of the table, but the reset. You expect them to come out and play differently, or you think they're just going to keep the same style going forward?
I think it's gonna stay the same style. And I have a feeling that Isaiah is gonna take this
Yeah,
game.
you think? Well, I think it's too early to call on that one, but for me, I think both will probably
Just
maintain.
on how Isaiah's been playing today, I just think that he might take this and take the match.
Take the match, huh? We'll have to see. Troy will have a lot to say about that. And Isaiah will tie it up right there with Troy shooting it over the table. And a similar result, 3-2. Isaiah with the backhand, and Troy puts it in the net, 4-2. Good backspin by Isaiah, but sends it off to the right side, his right side of the table. Troy's point. Isaiah up by 2, and his second serve, or first serve, rather. That'll give Troy the point, and Isaiah's second serve. Low serve handles the table well for Isaiah.
Troy looking basically straight up on that serve.
He likes those little fancy look away serves, that's for sure, and they're effective at times. Wow.
That was just a whiff. Nothing more to say about that.
Troy keeping it close, just like game 1, doing the same in game 2. quite get it to roll over. Now Isaiah suddenly taking a little bit of a lead here. Excellent back and forth. Troy staying in this game, only down by 2 now. Nothing Isaiah can do with that besides try to reach out and grab it. Down by 1. What a great play for Troy. He is staying alive here. Now Isaiah a point away from taking game 2 and a 2-game advantage. Wow, that stayed on the table. I didn't think it would, but that excellent play gives
I
Isaiah
watched it the whole time.
game
and
2.
Just watched it hit the table.
Yep. Yep, looked like it was going to come off, but it didn't.
Hey, hey. What in the world are y'all doing?
No.
Yeah, I mean, the replay didn't even finish.
That's Troy's a little jacked over there. Now that he was in the same position, 2 games to none to me, and then all of a sudden that's what it took, and he started dancing around like he had just awakened and taken a big shot of coffee and was ready to move. So maybe being down 2 games is what he needs to get juiced.
Isaiah just needs 2 more games to take it.
Yep, it'll take the first to 4 to win this championship series. Great serve by Troy and a great return by Isaiah, but Troy is going to get the point.
Oh,
Game 3, Troy takes the first 3. Isaiah does have the serve, though. For his second. Just excellent. Look at these. It's like watching 2 pros
beautiful.
go back and forth.
You know, take a look at
We're
that.
going to take a look at this replay.
I mean,
They are pounding the table in lightning rounds here. Probably need the replay for the breather. Isaiah's first point of game 3 comes at a welcome time. Doesn't want to go down by too much. And just like that, it's cut it in half. 2 serving 4. Way to keep it on the table by Troy. And look at that, he touches the edge, gets the point. 5-2 Troy. And let's look at this. He just clips the edge. That is the table tennis player's best friend right there. Is just getting a piece of that edge, and he lands it beautifully. Not anything you can do with that most of the time. Troy with a 3-point advantage. Trying to keep from going down 3 games to none. Wow, look at this.
Oh.
Isaiah just about put it over, but just a bit short. 6 serving 3. Excellent all the way around. Enough for Troy to send it over the edge, but after a nice rally. Isaiah's getting back-to-back points. He's only down by 1 now. Troy started up and went feverishly in game 3, but Isaiah's keeping it a game like Troy did the first 2. Sends it over the table. It's going to be 7 serving 5 now. Into the net. Isaiah about ready to jump that ball if it made it to him, but it didn't quite get there. And he's tied it up now. He's got a chance to take the lead with the serve here.
Isaiah is treating Troy with that backspin. That was an interesting serve.
It was, and it seemed to work.
Me. I want to see that serve.
A little bit different. Isaiah's having to be fancy here and make sure he doesn't take anything for granted. He is up 2 games, but well, as I know, it can quickly get away from you.
Did not expect that at all.
Yeah, it worked well. 8 serving 7. A really good serve. Great rallies. Troy will take it and tie it up.
Troy sending it way off to the side.
Yep, trying to make that play from that angle is a really tough thing to do, but he's going to keep the game tied, and it is 9-9. Now
Isaiah
Troy away, a point away.
rainbowing it all the way over the table.
If Troy takes the next point, he's going to have game 3.
Man,
And
that
that will tie it
great
up.
play by Isaiah.
Troy with the advantage. They're keeping the ball low. That's one thing. It's not a lot of air underneath that. Oh, that was a great return by Isaiah. It just barely went over the table. This will make us go to game 5. Right now, we are in game 4. So no clean sweep for Isaiah, but he can still go up 3-1, or Troy can tie it up at 2 apiece. And Isaiah's going to take the first point.
That's quick rally there.
We've seen some really excellent rallies in this championship match, no question. 2 quick points for Isaiah. Troy with a serve. And small ball, then speeding it up. Great return, Isaiah. And he'll grab a 3-0 lead. One that hit the net and then grazed the table, and just very difficult to return those. Up 5-0, 2 away from skunking game 4. 1 away now. Troy needs a point just to let this thing go to 9. And he'll take it right there. No 7-0 skunk. It's 6-1.
Oh, 2 more to get.
2 more and it can be a 9-1.
Of
Not
course, that's
anymore.
Not gonna happen.
Nope, that's not how you want to go out in a championship round, that's for sure. But he's still up by 5, 7-2 with a serve, Isaiah.
So just 3 more, and he's gonna 4 more rather, and he'll take the game.
Up by 5 again, but Troy with the serve now. Let's see if he can make a comeback. And Isaiah has a 6-point lead. He has the serve, and he's up 2-1. It is a best of 7, not a best of 5 like the semifinal and final rounds. Troy now within 4. Troy does not go away quietly. That's for sure. No matter if he's down or not.
Definitely correct.
Look at that. And he's gotten those down. That was a confidence he built that I unfortunately allowed Troy to build that confidence.
So it's your fault.
Now only down 2. He was down 6 at one point. But now Isaiah 1 point away from taking game 4. And that is going to do it. We head to game 5. Isaiah can win it all right here. Troy could take us to game 6 with a win. Seemed like the play has been pretty consistent, pretty even. You know, there's certainly a lot of wear and tear on the body having played the game so far, plus earlier games. So definitely some fatigue setting in. But no doubt as they're getting into the game, that adrenaline's taking over, and there's some really excellent rallies.
And Isaiah just needs 1 more, and he's got it.
One more will do it for him. Troy would need to take the next 3 to win the series, something that he can certainly do. We've seen comebacks from him like this before. And it all starts with a simple rally and taking that first point.
The Isaiah tries to put that top spin on that bottom spin. Almost always ends up the same way. Oh,
Hit on
jeez.
Troy's side. That'll be a point for Isaiah as he ties it up and has the serve. Just missed it. I mean, he had a great chance at it, but he's going to take a player timeout. So we're going to have 30 seconds here for him to take a seat.
It's an early timeout.
Well, he's down 3-1,
It's a
and
big game though.
yep, this is a do or die match
Troy
or
was-
game for Troy. So
Praying. Troy taking his deep breaths.
sometimes that's all it takes is just having a little breather. Wow, that's you see there's no lack of intensity. Excellent. 5-1, Isaiah with some great play. Well, Troy's been in this position before too, and
2 away, and
made his way all the way back.
Isaiah needs to get 2 more, and he's
3 more.
3 more rather. My math is a little off. Oh
Well.
man, well never mind.
What in the world
I don't even know
was
what
that?
that
But
was.
we gotta look at this because something was just extremely odd.
And the golden arch.
He decides he's gonna do something like that.
in the
and
world?
Whatever it was that didn't work, he probably wishes he hadn't done it because now he's down by 5.
I have no idea what that was supposed
Yeah,
to
in
be,
a
or what it was.
winner go home match.
That's interesting to take that risk on a tournament game, or not a tournament, but the championship. I don't know what that was either.
I don't know, but maybe it was enough to just confuse Isaiah and gain himself a couple of points
Yeah.
after giving one up.
Isaiah's all discombobulated after that horrendous attempt. Looks like Isaiah has recombobulated because he is just 2 away.
He is 2 away from taking this and the entire trophy.
Ooh, a good snake by Isaiah. Just couldn't keep it going.
Well, Isaiah, who just several months ago was the worst ping pong player of the group, continues to prove his championship viability.
Because he is a 1 point away.
He is a point away from proving again he's lost nothing and gained everything. But not quite yet. Troy has not quit yet. Down by 4. It's a long shot, but he's never out. Just like that, down by 3. He knows what's at stake. $1 million and a big trophy.
Oh, I just confused myself.
And that's gonna do it from worst to first.
The big, bold Isaiah has taken another match.
And really, he's just become unplayable. If you want to win, you just can't play Isaiah. I
going
mean,
to
we've
do
all
something
learned that. So let's have an interview. Elijah is going to go down to the field right now and interview the champion of this tournament, Isaiah Papapapapay.
My goodness, Isaiah, why don't you come in the camera here? Wow, I loved watching those games. I just want to ask, how do you feel after crushing Troy in that game?
Well, it may have been like let's see what, 4-1 in the games, but I wouldn't really consider it a crushing. He fought well and definitely had me fretting quite a few times. So definitely great games. I mean, first 3 games went into the back and forth advantage
Yeah.
for the win, and that doesn't happen often. I think that's exactly what you would expect, for your final countdown of a tournament. And very unlike the World Series the last couple years. World Series the last couple years, just been kind of all 4-0 and whatnot. But
Yeah.
Troy puts up a good fight, and it's very enjoyable to play. So.
Well, I want to ask just one more thing. I think you've won almost every championship game you've been in. I mean, how does that feel?
We didn't have all the fancy, we didn't have the garage cleaned up, and we didn't have all the fancy cameras and live stream. So what the viewers don't get to see is what Seth was just mentioning. It's just how horrible I was, and the hundreds of games and matches and tournaments lost that it took to get here. So.
Back when I could crush you in seconds.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Not gonna happen anymore.
Yep.
Just kidding. You're gonna keep working on it.
That makes it weird, though. I remember when we had the shelves up in the book. We had to hire.
Somebody just didn't want to change me.
Take a break.